Box Free with Stephanie. Today I want to show you how to make some basic foods with simple ingredients from scratch. And I hope you discover that cooking box free is fast and delicious. So let's cook together. Today we're going to make one of my favorite cookies, a peanut butter chocolate chip cookie. And it's one of my fast, ready to go, made in 10 minutes, 15 minutes cookie when we want a cookie, and they're absolutely delicious. So let's just start. I'm going to start with 1 cup of peanut butter, and I'm going to pour it right into here and then measure. I'm never very, I don't care if I'm off just a little bit with my peanut butter. I hold it up. I need just a little bit more. All right, and I just use this natural, no sugar added peanut butter because that's what we use in my house. So, and I think it works just fine. So whatever kind of peanut butter you have, just use it. Okay, and then 1 stick of butter. My butter's not quite as soft as I usually like it, so I might have a harder time stirring today. But we're just gonna go for it. Okay, so you basically take your peanut butter and your butter and you just stir. And you can use a mixer, and I may end up having to use a mixer. When your butter is really soft, then this just blends really nicely. Today mine's a little bit harder because it's 15 below outside. So my house is not toasty warm. It is pretty good, but okay, so you want all your butter chunks blended in. And normally when my butter is really soft and been sitting out for a day or two, I take it out of my butter dish. I can do this by hand. Well, just give me a minute. I think I'll do it by hand anyway. You just want to get your butter mixed into your peanut butter. So usually when you have really nice soft butter, it's all really smooth. And then we're going to add our other dry ingredient of brown sugar. So we need 1 cup of brown sugar. Kind of packed brown sugar. Okay, like that. Then we're going to add 2 eggs and 1 teaspoon of vanilla. So here are my eggs. Okay. All right. And vanilla. 1 teaspoon, which is basically a capful. So we'll go like that. Okay. Now let's see if I always like to smash my egg yolks right away to know that they are in there. I do like this recipe in the fact that I don't have to get my mixer out. It's just something I can stir by hand, and it's very fast. So once you add your eggs, you get kind of this frothy, a different texture than when you just had your peanut butter and butter. So, okay, I see just a few chunks of butter in there, but I'm just not gonna get out my mixer. We're just gonna call it good enough. Stir just another second here. Okay, so in a perfect world, all my butter would be completely dissolved. You won't even see it. But in my world, I see little bits of butter, and I'm going to call it good because it doesn't really matter. Okay, then we're going to add 1 cup of oats. I always do old-fashioned, partly because that's what I have in my house, but I'm sure the quick oats would work just fine. 1 cup of oats, and then 1 cup of flour. So I like how this recipe is, slightly less flour. If you're trying to do no carbs, of course then you're eating sugar and cookies, so probably doesn't matter. Okay, then we're going to do 1 teaspoon of baking soda. Oh, I screwed up on my thing when I opened my new box, and now I don't have my little leveler. Oh, what a bummer. Okay, we're going to call that 1 teaspoon of baking soda and 1 teaspoon of salt. Even though I have peanut butter with salt in it, you know, because it's just peanuts and salt, I still add salt because you just want that nice salty peanut butter taste with your chocolate chips. So this is a recipe that when the kids are like, I want some cookies, and you're like, I'm really tired, I don't really feel like making cookies, you can whip this stuff out, and literally I've had them in the oven within like 5 minutes. So I really like this recipe for that fact. And again, it's no mixer, it's just all stirred in a bowl. Okay, and then the last thing is the chocolate chips. I do 1 cup of semi-sweet. I have tried dark in this recipe and it does not work very well, I don't think. I don't know, something about the peanut butter and the dark chocolate just does not work. I don't think I've ever tried milk chocolate because I don't think you need that extra sweetness, and I'm sure it'd be fine though. And I have done this with mini chocolate chips, and I like that pretty good too, but I really do like just the regular semi-sweet chocolate chips the best. Okay, so boom, done. We're that fast. We're ready to put them on our pan and throw it in the oven. I need to get my little cookie scooper duper. Okay, so now, okay, we're going to put these in the oven. I've got my oven already preheated to 350, magical number. Okay, so for this I do usually just like a heaping scoop, I guess. You know, I'm not one of those people that like flatten it out and make like a perfect, I always go over. I always make really big cookies. And I don't know, I just can't help it. They just look so good. So I just make them really big usually. But I do try to be consistent because it's kind of fun to have them all be the same size. But I think I'm just going to do, can't remember. As much as I make cookies, I can never remember. Do I fit 9 on my sheet or 12 on my sheet? And these don't really spread out that much, so I must do 12. Okay, that does not look right. So, I mean, I just made my other ones, my chocolate chip ones, which is basically very similar. Well, I guess it's not the same recipe. Oh my gosh. I'm just saying these are the 2 cookies I make all the time. So, okay. So then what I'm going to do, you can take this, I just like to flatten them out a little bit, mostly because they don't change shape very much, and this like ball of a cookie is just not very easy to eat. It's like this big round thing, you're trying to eat it, and so you could, I'm sure, use a cup if you didn't want to use your hands or whatever, but just smash them down a little bit so that they're more like a cookie shape. And then we're going to pop them in the oven. So we'll throw them in. Okay, and then I think whoa, hang on, wrong button. I'm going to set my timer for 14 minutes. And these are a cookie that I usually underbake, and then my kids are like, are they ready? And I'm like, you gotta wait a minute, because they're like so underbaked that they like just fall apart if you try to eat them so quickly. But then the awesome thing about that is they are just like super soft the next couple days. If they last a couple days, they usually last like a day in my house. But my point is, if I underbake them just a little bit, then they're really nice and soft. And I don't know, I guess I'm a soft cookie kind of person. Some people are really like, I want that crispy stuff, and I'm not that way. So I like these because they are really nice and soft. And I like these because I don't like just plain chocolate chip cookies for some reason. Probably because they're crispy a lot of times or something, I don't know. So I like how, I thought I had a thing. Whoa! Hang on. Okay. I like how these are not just a regular plain chocolate chip cookie. But half my family does not like that about them. They always want plain chocolate chip cookies, and not very nice because I don't make them very often, but I do sometimes. Okay, so this is my next pan. So like normally what happens to my cookie batch is my last cookie hardly has any chocolate chips in it because it's kind of the scrapings of the bowl. So sometimes I just steal a chocolate chip from these ones over here that are just like loaded with chocolate chips. So when I was growing up, like we never had cookies with so many chocolate chips. So I just feel like they're so luxurious and so delicious. And I'm going to smash these down again because these are going to be way too big of a ball to eat. And anyway, so that's how you fix your last no chip left cookie. You just steal some from the other ones and then you're done. So that's it. We are now just going to wait for our cookies to get done and then we're going to have some delicious cookies to eat. Okay, so we'll be back in about 11 or 12 minutes. We'll be right back. Okay, we're back. My timer has gone off, but I let it go another minute, so it's actually been in there for 15 minutes. And I'm going to pull them out and kind of show you what they look like. And I'm going to put my next pan in and set the timer really quick. Okay, so I'm going to do 14 again, even though I'm probably going to let it go another minute. I don't know. Okay, so what you're looking for is when you touch them, they go down just a little bit. So they all, I'm not going to like smash them down, but they are soft to my touch. When I touch them, they do go down a little bit. And they haven't really changed shape that much. It's not like they flatten out the way regular chocolate chip cookies do. So normally I let these sit on here for another like 2 or 3 minutes just because like I said, I usually underbake them on purpose. And this just gives them a little more time to heat up. So let me think what I was going to tell you guys. I guess just that, I don't even know. Nothing, I guess. They're delicious. Like that's it. They're just really easy. So I'm going to go ahead and start taking them off now. I guess just what you look for is just that little bitty indentation. I don't know. And then sometimes when they're super underbaked, they kind of fall apart even when I'm taking them off of here. And then I know I've really got some soft cookies. But we like to eat these warm because the chocolate is all melty and it's absolutely delicious. But you can't eat them like right now because they really will fall apart. I'll probably pull one apart and kind of show you what I mean. So now if this was a regular thing and I wasn't filming, I would let these sit for probably 3 minutes, maybe 4. But my kids are always like, come on, let's eat them. So they don't sit very long. But I'm going to grab one and show you how crumbly they kind of are when they come out when they're so hot. And then by tomorrow, they'll be nice and firm, but not crispy, nice and soft. So anyway, they're delicious. So that's what they look like. They're not overly crumbly today. So let's take a little bite. So I think the peanut butter just makes it like melt in your mouth, and I love peanut butter, so that's probably why I love them so much. So there are your peanut butter chocolate chip cookies. So thank you very much for watching Box Free with Stephanie. I hope you enjoyed the show. I hope your family really enjoys your cookies. And now you get to go sit and relax and enjoy your cookies with your family. Thanks a lot for watching. I do appreciate your time. Have a great day, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.